Recently, the Odd One's Out, who has over 15 million subscribers, released an app game. The video promoting it has over 6 million views and over 300,000 likes. And people really did not like this game. To keep it short, a while back he was complaining about app games, and then he made one with exactly the same features that he publicly denounced.
But here's the thing, roughly 0 people bought the VIP member pass because they were fans of the game and didn't mind the price. No one is willing to pay a weekly bill for a game where all you do is this.
Let me rephrase that for you. No one is going to pay $2.99 for no ads in a game where all you do is this.
Ouch! Ouch! Oh! Oh!
Pretty hypocritical already. I've been doing my research, so today, let's actually see if this game is hot garbage or kind of okay. So his video has 6 million views, which is amazing branding for a new game. I asked some people in my Discord, and it sounds like they've heard of it but never played it. So I searched it up on Google Play to see if I could find it. The first thing that I noticed is that it's developed by a studio named Broadband TV Corporation. Now, I've never heard of this studio before, and they're not very renowned, so I decided to check them out a little bit more. Turns out the geniuses that came up with Dobre Duel, Morg's Ultimate Challenge, and Spy Ninja Network were going to be making the biggest game yet. Or at least, the person with the most subscribers. Definitely didn't seem promising. The games that they made look like they're made for embryos, making games for Morgs and GamerChad, who totally stole my name by the way, and other really kid-friendly YouTube channels. But knowing the Odd One's Out, he makes really good and reliable content, he's made really good choices in the past, and he's a very relatable person. I don't think that he would knowingly make a bad game. After all, I really enjoy his content, so I'm sure it won't be that bad at all. Okay, so it's been about 2 hours. I've been pretty much grinding on this game all week. I've recorded some gameplay, and I've come to a conclusion. This game is not good at all. To be honest, I expected more from someone who has an expected net worth of $7 million. But I have 3 major problems with this game. And before I even talk about them, I just want to point out that this game has 4.2 stars on gameplay and controls, and graphics has a 4.4 stars. Keep that in mind throughout the video. I also want to bring up the fact that he hasn't responded whatsoever. As far as I know, there hasn't been some sort of response or post regarding the game at all. The only thing that he's done since then is release a video called Good Person, which I think is pretty ironic. Let's get into my problems with the game. To start, I need to clarify that this game is jam-packed with ads. You have optional ads that you can use to level up, and you have ads to double your rewards, which isn't bad at all. However, you also get an ad at the end of every round. So immediately, the player is going to be faced with an ad no matter what. But that's fine. I get that you need to make money or you're gonna lose money on your game, and that's completely fine. However, I want to point out a smaller channel named Danny who recently made 3D Among Us. He's a solo developer and has made mobile games in the past. Now you might be saying, Chad, you can't compare the Odd One's Out to a solo game developer, except Danny actually puts more effort into his game. Danny's game has more effort, content, and gameplay, and it's an original idea. Basically, the game that Danny made is better in almost every way, and it only has one ad, and it's completely optional. I think that we should hold James accountable. When a channel with fewer subs and less money can make a better game than him, I think that that's pretty impressive, and I don't think that he should get away with releasing this trash game. Now, that might be a little bit of a rant, but it really rubs me the wrong way when a mega corporation like the Odd Ones Out is making worse games than solo game developers. I think that that's just really dumb. My second issue is momentum. Now, this game is kind of a physics-based game. There's two ways that you can gain momentum, which is from the initial launch and from bouncing on top of targets throughout your adventure. However, momentum just doesn't work. If you build up speed, you can still be taken down by a devil or a rock. Even with all of the right movements, you have to rely on RNG. On one hand, this game wants to be progressive, but on the other hand, it's also a skill-based game. It has mechanics that are skill-based, but it's so confusing because you have to level yourself up throughout the game to get farther. Just stick to one concept, so we don't get game physics that just don't work. My last problem is definitely the most apparent one, and it's hypocrisy. For all of my family-friendly viewers, a hypocrite is someone who says something and then turns around and does it themselves. Like James, who said that mobile games are scams, and the only people that are buying these items are children. Well, James, I looked at your game, and right in the top corner, a piñata with bright colors is sitting there. I click on it and it says to pay $9.99. And if you click on it, it literally says, one tap buy. I get that opinions can change over time. And when it's something inherently bad, I don't understand why you're allowing children to buy this so easily. Like sprinkles, ponies, bright colors, that's very much appealing to children, which is very harmful in the long run. To be honest, this game is just another sellout game. I have no idea why anyone would install this besides the fact that it's Odd Ones Out. If it didn't have Odd Ones Out written all over the game, it would be terrible. I mean, what are we even getting here? A bunch of references? Now, we don't just want to talk bad about it. As much as this game does wrong, it does have some good features. I really like the art style. It's very colorful, and I can tell that a lot of work was put into these characters and animations, which I really appreciate. Also, he decided to not put a monthly subscription, so at least he stayed true to one thing from that video.
Hey, it's Future Chad here. It's really late, but I noticed in one of the videos, he actually uses the same model as in the game. Sorry y'all, I'm really tired. Anyways, keep in mind the video was filmed a while ago.
Overall, I would give the game a solid 5 out of 10. If I had to rate it in every category, I would give it a 7 out of 10 for graphics and a 4 for gameplay, because there's not very much to do, and the only thing that you can do is bouncing, which really isn't even that good. At the end of the game, it's just another cash grab. I would even go as far to say that it's the same level as Teletubbies. I think it's really hypocritical of James, if that's even his real name. And at this point, I think it would have benefited the world if you didn't even release it. And it takes up so much space. You can use that space for furry fanfictions. You really don't need this game. Thank you guys for watching, and if you're one of my proofreaders like Pyro Dragon, Void, or Revealy, thank you guys for making sure that the script is good. And also, thanks to all the subs who watched the premiere.
And as soon as I walked through the second door, I heard the voice of Jesus say, "He loves bananas." Okay.